Okay, we're live. We're live. Everything's going. Everything's running. And I'll do a backup recording just in case, because who knows what will happen? Who knows what will take place on this day? I want to get more of my witch hat in here. Ooh, yeah, that's what's important, right? That's where the content is. Ooh. All right, this is the first live stream I've done with my new hair, and also while being sober, because I also streamed Super Bowl where I was stoned out of my fucking mind and just ate chips the entire time, which is why that stream is no longer listed. But today we've got Pokemons, we've got Pokemans, we've got the Pokemans Direct, Pokemans Presents. I'm just like streaming this in case something happens, like in case a big thing gets announced. I really don't think anything important is going to get announced today, though. Like I will be stunned if there is anything more than a spin-off getting announced in this direct, because it just doesn't make a lot of sense for Pokemon to be dropping. I mean, like it makes sense. Like obviously they want to have more games out, but like I just don't see them having a major project ready for 2024. I feel like they went into 2024 saying this is going to be a down year. We're not like, don't get too excited for anything. Cuz you know, it just like we're in the third year of Gen 9, which is usually which nowadays generations are only last 3 years. And I feel like this is a very similar position to Gen 6, where the third year they just don't really have anything. So they're just getting ready for the next big thing, especially because the next big thing will be, you know, it'll be a big deal. It'll be 10th gen Pokemon, which I do think is going to happen next year. Although, for what it's worth, they could put it off to 2026, because that would be the 20th or 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So they could wait. I don't know if they'd really wait that long for another major Pokemon game, though. I think they planned Gen 9 to last 3 years, like always. So, who knows, though? Like, I think the biggest thing they'll announce is the things that I'm expecting them to announce are, like, maybe old Pokemon games on Switch, like whatever was on Virtual Consoles the first 2 gens, the TCG. And then hopefully Gen 3 gets added to that as well. I mean, they should have like all the old Pokemon games on there. Like everything before the 3DS, there was just no reason for it to not be on Switch at this point. But of course they're not going to... of course, because it's Pokemon and they just don't want to do things the easy way for everybody. Of course they're not going to just let us have... They're not going to let us have nice things. Yeah, so I think that the biggest thing will be those like re-releases, and maybe like a spin-off on the level of like Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Ranger. If they end up doing something with Pokemon Conquest, that would be mega ballin'. That would be the coolest thing ever, because everyone loves Pokemon Conquest. I've never played it personally, but a lot of people I respect say that it's a very, very good game. So that would be cool if they ever did something. That would actually be cool, because Pokemon Conquest is tied to Gen 5, so that would kind of get people to shut the fuck up about Gen 5 rumors or remakes or whatever. Like there's just they like, I not only think that they're not going to remake Gen 5 right now, but I just like legit don't understand how that would be possible, because they would have to remake 2 games. They'd have to remake Black and White 1 and 2 essentially at the same time. And I feel like on top of having Pokemon remakes, I think Pokemon also wants to do a bigger project along. Like yes, they remade Gen 4, but that was, I feel like remaking Gen 4 was almost like an afterthought to Pokemon themselves, and instead it was more to just get people interested in Legends Arceus. Like that, I feel like overall the Gen 4 remakes were just in service of Legends Arceus, and that was like the real, you know, new big game that they wanted to do. So maybe they'll do something with Gen 5, like maybe they'll do a remake of some sorts eventually, but I don't think that they're gonna do like anything with those old games, unless it comes with a big new one alongside of it. Again, I mean, it could be in the same spirit of Legends Arceus. It could be an entirely new thing. Who knows? But I don't think we're gonna get like any kind of like a Legends Arceus type of game this year, or even like technically Legends Arceus came out the same year as Scarlet and Violet. Although that was also because it got delayed. It was supposed to come out in 2020. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to come out alongside BDSP, or at the very least very close to it. And I mean, it kind of was, but they delayed it until January. It was supposed to come out in 2022 or 2021. So I just don't see them having like. It's easy for them to make a Pokemon game, like a major mainline Pokemon game, every 3 years because they just keep making these games. And I mean, I don't want to say that they copy paste everything because they don't, but like it's the same formula essentially. Legends Arceus, I think, was a lot more intricate and complex, and I don't know how long the dev time was for that game, but I doubt that they'll have another one. Like they'll have a follow-up game ready like 2 years after the original one came out. I just don't really see that happening personally. And the thing is, like, even if they do that, I don't think it's going to win people over in the same way. Like, Legends Arceus was such a huge surprise and such a huge breath of fresh air for Pokemon that people were willing to overlook the the really shitty graphics and the god-awful story of that game just to be like, hey, at least they did something new. Like, this is a pretty cool direction for Pokemon, not gonna lie. So they can't just do that again. They can't just make another one of those games and then it'll be, like same bad graphics, same, plain terrible story. And also just like generally not get a whole lot of support from the other games. Like Legends Arceus can technically connect to other games, but it just works so much differently that it's a lot, it's just different. So I just don't think they're going to have a proper like Legends follow-up within a year. I just do not see that happening. I cannot imagine that happening. What else? Remakes, already touched on that. Like the only remake I could see being realistic, if they do choose to do that, is if they do like a straight up 1-to-1 remake. Like they do a pixel remaster. I mean, at that point, it wouldn't really be a remake; it'd be a remaster. That's all I can really think, which is what I've always hoped for Pokemon. Pokemon Black and White, because Black and White are my favorite Pokemon games. I absolutely do not want them to remake them. They don't need to be remade, which is what I hate about the freaking like Pokemon fan base nowadays. It's like, oh, remake this game, remake. Like, there's no reason to remake these games. They remade Gen 1 because Gen 1 were made terribly in the first place. Like, they were essentially broken games. So it made sense to have them remade in Gen 3, especially because Gen 3 basically screwed you out of your old Pokemon. Like, you couldn't transfer your Game Boy or Game Boy Color data into Game Boy Advance. They couldn't do... I mean, I think there were, like, one very specific workaround that you could do, technically, theoretically, but, like, 99% of the population wouldn't or couldn't do that. So, that was a huge problem. So, Gen 1... And this is on top of Pokemon kind of moving in this different direction, like advanced... Like they call it the advanced generation because it really was Pokemon almost like yeah, I mean, it was kind of them moving into a different direction. Like, all right, we're gonna have more of a story focus in these games. We're gonna change the way it plays because they brought in like EVs and natures and all this crazy double battles and all this stuff. The Pokemon themselves started to look different. Like, Pokemon started to do things differently in Gen 1 or Gen 3. Which made sense for them to go back and be like, hey, let's redo Gen 1 and kind of give it this modern touch-up. It made sense back then. And you could kind of say the same for Gen 2. I mean, Gen 2 were, like, fine games in their own right. But I think Pokemon wanted to go back and kind of make the series whole by redoing Gen 2 so that you can get, Gen 2 Pokemon on your, at the time, Nintendo DS. So that all 4 generations were still technically connected. All 4 regions that existed at the time were technically connected and nothing was, like, left behind or left out. So that's why those two remakes existed. And then you get to ORAS, and the only reason why those games exist is because people just kept asking for them, because people thought that it was just simply a pattern that had to be followed. But that was never supposed to be the point. And then same thing with Diamond and Pearl. I mean, I feel like Diamond and Pearl getting outsourced to Ilka was essentially Game Freak saying, we don't want to do these remakes. Like, it makes no sense for us to remake these games, so why even bother? And now people want the same thing for Black and White for some reason, and I don't understand that. If Pokemon Black and White get remade today, if they announce that today, I'm killing myself on this stream. Bad things will happen on camera right here. What the fuck? I just saw something on Discord. Silly. Yeah, so that's all I can really say. So I don't think anything big is going to happen. They even said it's only going to be like 12 minutes. This is not going to be a long premiere. Last year's was 25 minutes. And I mean, what did they even drop last year? Scarlet and Violet DLC? Like maybe there could. I don't think there's going to be a third Scarlet and Violet DLC. I don't see that happening. I just don't think they're going to ask people to pay for another DLC package. That just wouldn't make a lot of sense. I mean, like, if it was free, then I guess, but I mean, like, why even spend however long developing a DLC? Why is it so quiet? Okay, never mind. Because I only have one earbud. It was, like, super quiet, though. Is this right earbud just goes oh my god, I think it is. I think did I just like completely fuck my earbud just by wiping it down? Oh shit, that's not good. Like, I can't hear anything. Unless it's because of the... Oh, it's because of my speakers. Okay, that makes me feel better. My speakers are shit. Alright. Something like Let's Go Togepi or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen. You're unknown on screen, so I'm probably just getting proven wrong right now. They're announcing Gen 2 remakes again. How many times are they going to remake the old game? We're going to get... Let's have an ORAS remake before we get a Black and White remake.
Hello everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27 is Pokemon Day. Amazing. This is the date that the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan.
I was wondering why.
Our adventures with Pokemon, which started with the simple fun of collecting, trading, and battling in the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games, have expanded to fit into so many facets of daily life, including walking and sleeping.
Yeah.
We'll keep challenging ourselves to create new
Please
ways
consume
to
our
enjoy
product
Pokemon,
in every aspect of your life.
Today,
did they ever drop the Pokemon
all the latest
toothbrushing
Pokemon,
game? Was that ever a thing?
Titles. Mr. Utsunomiya, please take it away.
Hello, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
Hey, we got Gen 1 stars in back. Gen 1 remakes confirmed.
Pokemon Scarlet
let's go Pikachu
so
EV2.
To commemorate Pokemon Day, we've planned a series of Terra Raid battle events where you'll be able to face off against a mighty Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. The first of these Terra Raid battle events will begin tomorrow. We hope you will all enjoy these raids.
Yippee.
Today, I'd also like to share the latest updates on a number of our other games. Please have a look at this.
This dude really owns gray hair. Looks good with that. Triangles! Whoa. Alright, Pokemon Go. Yay.
A collaboration event with Pokemon Go is on its way.
Alright. Sure. I care. I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these Pokemon either. I do know these Pokemon.
Pikachu wearing Cap's hat is making its debut.
Oh, hell yeah.
It even knows an attack new to Pokemon Go,
Whoa.
Volt Tackle.
I didn't know Volt Tackle was not in the game. Pokemon Go.
Charcadet, Armarouge, and Ceruledge are coming too. And Liko and Roy will be dropping in when you snap a pic and go snapshot. So set out on an adventure with your new friends.
Well, that's fun. Yeah, this is gonna be a slow news day. They ain't announcing shit. They ain't gonna announce shit. Pokemon Sleep, the greatest game. That's what we all actually want to see. Whoa! Gen 2 confirmed! Guys, they did it. It's Pokemon Let's Go Togepi. Joke's on you, Raikou. I'm nocturnal. I sleep during the day. Why don't you arrive at 3 p.m.? And then I'll be scared of you. Ma, there's a weird fucking cat outside! What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? I'm not doing the accent. I don't have enough of an accent, unfortunately. Ooh, I can get some Poke Biscuits by logging into the game. Pokemon Master Sex! Let's go. Show Marnie.
Now, I never give up.
That's not what it sounds like.
We're just getting started.
I'm gonna ignore all
We're the greatest in the world. You're the greatest and strongest partner I could ask for.
Okay, they're really focusing on Gen 2. There's been a lot of Gen 2 stuff. Oh my god, we can get La Primera. Oh, new Lily outfit. Nice. Cool. Alright. At least I'm not, like, spending a ton of time on this stuff. Oh, cool Cafe Remix. Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see. They are so desperate to get people to play this game. Like, every single Pokemon presentation, they just spend minutes on it being like, please download this game. We will give you so much stuff if you just download it. Like, they made the game one time and no one played it, and they had to remake it. They're like, please! Please, someone do it! I don't know anyone who plays Cafe Remix. Pokemon Unite! Let's all spin around. Very cool! Mirai Nikki is gonna be in Pokemon Unite. Ooh! Oh, that's a... Ooh, Falinks, is it gonna be... It's gonna be playable? Ooh, they're getting cool Pokemon. Oh, I thought Miraidon was gonna be like a boss Pokemon. They just made it playable. Once again, Koraidon nowhere to be found. No, because no one gives a shit about Koraidon. Thus proving that Mirai Nikki is the best one. It starts with Mirai. That's Gen 1 music. Uh-oh, what does it mean? Put Gen 1 on Virtual Console. Is it still called Virtual Console?
Moving on, please have a look at this video.
Alright, I was already watching this video. Thanks for instructing me on that. I got a pack. Oh, are we gonna do genetic? Oh, they're doing digital trading cards. That's what they're doing. Who gives a shit about this stuff? What? Wait, Genetic Apex is a real set that's going to come out, right? Whoa. Oh, that's actually sick. Hang on. That's kind of cool. But, like, are they going to have, like, old Gen 1 looking cards in the new set? Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? Hang on. Wait, is this going to be how we play the TCG Online now? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Oh, wait a minute. This is sick. What? Oh, that is so cool. Oh my god, please tell me this is going to be like the new TCG client to replace Live. Fuck TCG Live. They fucked that up so bad. Maybe they actually listened and they... Oh my god, this... Hang on. Oh my god, these art rares. Oh my god, those are... Okay. That was interesting, actually. That was really interesting.
What you just saw was the world's first look at Pokemon trading card game Pocket. This game lets you easily collect Pokemon cards, which players all over the world have enjoyed since they debuted in 1996.
Yes.
But in a new digital
And then you
form.
completely fucked up the online client. Thank you for doing that.
The Pokemon Company is developing this game as a 3-party collaboration with Creatures Inc., the creators of the Pokemon trading card game, and DNA, our partners in the development of Pokemon Masters EX.
Okay.
To mark the launch of this title, here's a message from Mr. Yuji Kitano, President and CEO of Creatures. Mr. Kitano, take it away.
Maybe they actually listen
Hello,
to people
everyone.
when we all
I'm
said
Yuji
that live
Kitano
was
from
going to
Creatures
suck
Inc.
ass when they
I'd like to
started
start
showing
by
that
thanking
off.
everyone for enjoying the
When
Pokemon
they said, "Oh, we're going to
trading
shut down
card
online,
game.
we're going to
With
replace it
Pokemon
with live,"
trading
and we're
card
like,
game
"Wow, this is a
Pocket,
terrible
we hope
decision.
to
Please
bring
don't
you
do
all
that."
a new
And
way
then
to
they
enjoy the
still did
Pokemon
it anyway,
trading
but
card
they
game.
still listened
So
to
we
us
are
when
hard
we
at
told
work
them that it was a
developing
piece of
digital
shit, and they're
cards.
like, "Okay, we'll make a different one." Sorry.
When we develop physical cards, we strive to please by taking great care with our paper quality, colors, and printing process. Since this game uses mobile devices rather than paper, we're challenging ourselves to express that care in new ways that are only possible digitally, such as using the characteristics of the screen to show off brilliant colors and stylish effects.
Yeah. Something you totally did not
One way
do
we're
in
accomplishing this is with
Pokemon
immersive
Live.
cards, which give players the experience of leaping into the world of the card
Motherfucker,
illustration. What's more, we've developed new streamlined game rules based on our existing battle system, so you can enjoy a quick battle during the free moments.
Okay, so
in
this
your
isn't
day.
going to be a new online client, unfortunately. And so all the cards are...
Our three companies
then it makes me
are all
wonder,
working
like-
hard to deliver a
Okay,
fun
so
experience for those of you
why
who
do we have
already enjoy the
two
Pokemon
different,
trading card game, as
like,
well as
apps
those
to
who've
play
never
the
played
Pokemon
before.
TCG?
We hope you look forward to the
Like,
results
all of the
our
stuff
latest
that
efforts
is
the
in
world of
this
the Pokemon
should be
trading
in
card game,
live.
Pokemon trading card game.
This is like
Pocket.
what we wanted
Thank you
live
so
to
much.
be. And so they essentially made it,
Thank you,
but
Mr. Kitano.
but not like with real cards.
We plan to launch Pokemon trading card game Pocket
Make it
within
make
2024.
sense? I don't understand.
Please look forward to more details in the future. Just one more thing. We'd like to end today's presentation with one final video for you all.
Okay, this is
Thank
going to
you
be
for
the big
tuning
thing, the biggest thing supposedly. Yeah, see, only a 12-minute presentation, very short. Oh boy, oh boy. So are you? What? So are you? What? Oh. Oh my fucking god, they actually are doing another Legends. Oh my... I'm shocked. I didn't think we would get a Game Freak game in 2024. That's what I was trying to say. I didn't think we were going to be getting that. I didn't think we were going to get a Legends type of game. Although maybe it's not Legends. I'm actually not sure what I'm looking at right now. Okay, maybe it's not even Gen. This is Gen 6. This is Lumio City. Are we getting an X and Y thing? Are we getting an X and Y thing? Guys, are we getting a new Kalos game? Are we getting a new fucking Kalos game? Are we gonna get a new fucking Kalos game? Specifically one about Lumio City, it looks like. Open view development. Oh my... Pokemon Z confirmed! What? They did it! What? Okay, fair. It's going to be January 2025, though. Guys,
Guys! We're finally gonna get support for Fennekin. Fennekin is finally gonna get what it deserves. Do you know how fucking long I waited for this? Do you know how fucking important that is to me? They just confirmed Pokemon Z after 10 or 12 years. They brought back Pokemon Z. They're actually gonna drop Pokemon Z after 10 years. No. Yeah. The Legends series is the gift that keeps giving. It's literally Pokemon reaching into the depths of my heart and bringing me what I want. For years I was saying, don't remake Diamond and Pearl. That doesn't make any sense. Do a different game with Sinnoh. And they remade Diamond and Pearl anyway, but they still did what I wanted them to eventually. They did a game with Arceus, which is a thing I wanted for years. And for years I've been saying, please do something with X and Y. X and Y got so shafted with the change in Pokemon strategy. They designed that game as if it was going to be way bigger because they didn't know it was going to be a 3-year cycle for the generation. So they got completely screwed on that. A lot of things were cut that they wanted to do. And that game has basically been treated as an afterthought by both the community and the devs themselves. Like, Pokemon rarely acknowledges X and Y. And they're actually going to do it. They're actually going to do a new Kalos game. I can't believe that. I mean, I've wanted this for so long, but I didn't. Number one, I didn't think it was going to happen now. I kept saying they are not going to drop a new game within a year. I really just genuinely, like, logically, I didn't think it was going to be even possible for that to happen. They did it though. They're actually going to do it. I like the Gen 2 fake outs, by the way. I love that they had so much Gen 2 stuff in that presentation, and then they're like, just kidding, Gen 6. Big Fennekin, we did it. Big Fennekin, we did it. Look at us, Big Fennekin. Big Fennekin, you're gonna get what's yours. I'm so happy for you, Big Fennekin. Oh my goodness. I'm finally going to get the new Kalos game. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. I'm wondering what it's going to be like, though, that focus on the urban development plan. That's so interesting. The angle that they might take seems a lot more interesting. They could easily tie that into the themes of X and Y, though, with the beauty and the conflict of, like, overpopulation and depleting the world's resources and stuff like that. That could be so interesting. Oh, man, they could do so much stuff with this. This is why I've wanted a new Kalos game. Kalos is a great region, and I actually think the core story was solid. It just didn't, like, get explained. I thought that they actually kind of cooked a little bit with it, but unfortunately, there just wasn't enough for people to really see it. There just wasn't enough for... It's like you have to squint to see the good parts of it, but man, X and Y means so much to me, dude. X and Y means so much to me, dude. I'm literally Mozilla Fennekin because I love those games so much. We're gonna get it. I can't. I'm really surprised that they did that. You know what? I hope that this game. I hope that Legends game, that Legends Z, becomes they're the only game that Game Freak dropped in 2025, and they actually use that as an excuse to push Gen 10 to 2026 for the 30th anniversary. That would make so much sense. If they do that, awesome, great, and Gen 10 is going to be a banger, and like hopefully this Legends game comes out in late 2025, not early 2025 like Legends Arceus did. I really, because like I said, they can't just drop another game that looks like it was developed for the Nintendo 64. You know, people will actually want to see progress from that. People really want those games to improve. I'm really surprised, but I'm very happy, man. They not only did not announce things I didn't want, but they announced something I did want, even though I didn't think they were going to do it. Oh my goodness. I'm also very, very interested in that TCG thing. It's like reiterating, I think it's very interesting that they essentially did things for this like mobile app that people have been asking for from TCG Live. Maybe like I really hope this can be like the precursor to something. Like maybe making this will allow them to make a better client. That 3D effect, that is so dope. That's so freaking cool, dude. The freaking like animation they played on that other card, like where was it? That like this is insane. This is brilliant right here. This is the coolest thing ever. Like this is what Live should have been. And they're making it for some kind of seemingly random mobile app, but great. At least they're doing something. Progress is being made in this franchise. Hallelujah. That's so cool. All right, I think that's about it. Like I said, I guess it wasn't that big because I guess technically I was right. They're not dropping anything big this year. I just hope that the Legends Z comes out in late 2025, if not early 2025, and then we get Gen 10 in 2026. Sluvio City, dude. Pokemon Z confirmed. Z minus or whatever. Z minus A. I actually kind of wonder what that is supposed to mean. Finally, Zygarde gets his game. Everyone said Zygarde has no game. Well, eat your hearts out, guys. Zygarde finally did it. He did it. Round of applause. All right, I'm going to end it here. I think I've said all I wanted to say, and I got my big reaction, so I'm glad I streamed this. I can't believe it. I can't believe. How about this game will be a 10 out of 10 if they remove Delphox and instead Fennekin just evolves into Braixen, and then you can get another form of Braixen where it's wearing a witch hat. If they do that, then this game will be everything that I have ever wanted from Pokemon. Or they could still fix Delphox by making its Mega Evolution very cool. I guess they could do that. Delphox still has room. Delphox still has room to redeem itself in my eyes after all this time. All right.